Guys, today I'll be talking about the problem of indecision or dilemma. So it's the entire principle is called the power of extreme criteria. So I got this concept from a book called The Essentialist. There is this rule called the 90% rule. So what happens in most of our daily life or major situations is we need to take a decision, and we generally get stuck in a dilemma or in the process of indecision. So we are unable to measure the impact of the decision, and based on that we get stuck whether I should start something or whether I should quit my job or whether I should do this or not. And we see a lot of options. So there is this famous quote about the opportunity, I guess, whenever opportunity knocks in your door, you should open it, I guess, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so that shouldn't be the case. That way you give chance to all the opportunities, and in that process you might lose out the best things. So what happens with this rule or the 90% rule is it's something you can just apply to every decision or dilemma that you get. So as you evaluate an opinion, think about the single most important criterion. I mean, like, you're taking a decision, the most important criterion for that decision, and simply give the option a score between 0 to 100. And if the score comes anything more than 90, then just do it, go for it. If it's anything less than 90, don't go for it. So that way what happens is you don't get, or you avoid being in the situation of indecision, or you don't get stuck between 60s and 70s. So think about it. I mean, like, if it's a test and you score 65, how do you feel? I mean, like, you would feel bad, right? You would always like to score something more than that. So it's the same with decision making as well. Any situation, think of it if it's and think of it based on the single most important option, and choose a value. Put a value to it. I mean, like, somewhere between 0 to 100, and if it's more than 90, it's 100. And if it's anything less than 90, I mean, like, even if it's 80 or 70, just make it 0. You don't do it. So that's something like how computers work. It's binary, 0 or 1. So anything less than 90 becomes 0, anything more than 90 is 1. So that way you make decisions faster, and you get to choose always the best things. You don't get stuck in mediocre stuffs or mediocre things, and you don't have much options. Actually, that's another big thing. I mean, like, you get 10 opportunities, so it's easy to reject 8 or 9. In the other case, I mean, like, when you're stuck in indecision, you would be thinking about all the 10 decisions, and you'd be thinking, yeah, this is good, this is good, this is average, there's something that I might want to do it, and in the process you don't do anything. So simple rule, guys, try to use it. I have started lately, and there are a few experiments as well which suggest that it makes sense as well, and that's how you get what you are exactly looking for. In the process, eventually you realize what you want as well. So you get a lot of clarity and clutter free decision making. Thank you, guys.